In this activity, we will perform lookup activity. Lookup activity is used to retrieve a dataset from any of the data source supported by Azure Data Factory. Here you can see we had the Azure portal, and inside this Azure portal I just created the storage state section. Inside this storage I have the container source file. All these four source files are there in the format of CSV. If I go back here, I have sync file as well. So inside the sync file I do not have anything currently. So how to get the sync file, all the relevant file here, or the performing metadata, or performing the lookup activity? So I'm going to I'm going to create one data set first. So currently you can see there is no data set in my ADF. So I'm going to create a new data set. This is the lake format. So inside the lake storage, I'm going to click continue, CSV file, continue. I'm going to create like any name, dataset underscore source. So I'll have to connect the link service. I'm going to create a new link service here. So I'm going to name it link underscore source. Inside this link, I'm going to create source test underscore 01. So I'm going to create Azure subscription. Inside this Azure subscription, I'm having storage name. So inside this storage name, I'm going to create it. Let's see test connection. If it is success, then I'll proceed further. Yes, it is successful now. I'm going to create it now. Can you see it's asking file system directory file name? So I'm going to create this source file, this CSV. So I'm going to click OK and then click OK now. Now I'm going to create pipeline. Inside this pipeline, I'm going to drop lookup activity here. So this lookup activity is what? So inside this lookup activity, it's asking setting, it's asking source dataset. So I'm going to create source dataset here. Can you see it's showing file path in dataset or wildcard path? So can I give the wildcard file path? Yes, I can go here and type *.csv because I have all the CSV files here. So inside the .csv files, I'm going to show other user property. Currently we do not have any property. So I'm going to set these files. Can you see this first row? If I will click on this first row option enable, so it will show the property or will fetch only first row. Let's debug now. So what would be the output? That would be the property of that file. Can you see it's showing the output here, and here we had the output that is the first row of our table. So if I cross this output and now I'm going to create the data source, um, some inside the data source or inside the pipeline, I just clicking on the lookup, and now I'm going to click on this option. I'm going to uncheck this box. While while unchecking this box, you can retrieve all the rows, not the first rows only. So I'm going to minimize it here, click on lookup, debug it again. So here the output would be different, and we can see the relevant output now. Can you see it's a succeeded, and here we can see the value, order ID, order ID, order ID. So all the rows are showing here. So how many rows do we have? We have 12 rows, and all the values are showing here. So in the format of JSON, or you can say the dictionary format. So this is how you can perform the lookup activity, because we want to see the relevant output here. Thank you.